Have you ever pondered how humans, unlike any other species, developed the complex system of languages? Language, the quintessential tool of human interaction, has been a cornerstone of our evolution, enabling us to share ideas, express emotions, and build societies. This intricate system of symbols and sounds sets us apart from the rest of the animal kingdom. While other species communicate, none possess the depth and range of human language, with its potential for abstract thought, cultural transmission, and creative expression. From the bustling streets of New York City to the secluded tribes of the Amazon, there's an astounding array of languages, each with its unique set of sounds, grammar, and vocabulary. This linguistic diversity is a testament to the innovative and adaptive nature of mankind. Yet, despite the many forms it takes, language's primary function remains the same across the globe: to connect us, to foster understanding, and to bridge the gap between minds. But how did we get here? How did we transition from simple animalistic sounds to the eloquent speech and intricate written languages we see today? The origin of languages is shrouded in mystery. Theories abound, from the divine intervention suggested by religious texts to the gradual evolution proposed by linguists and anthropologists. Some suggest that language began as imitations of natural sounds, the rustling of leaves or the calls of animals. Others propose that it started with gestures, with sounds later added for emphasis. Despite countless studies, the exact process remains an enigma, a puzzle that continues to fascinate researchers and laymen alike. But one thing is certain: language did not appear overnight. It was a slow and gradual process, shaped by our need to survive and thrive in an ever-changing world. It evolved as we did, reflecting our journey from cave dwellers to cosmopolitan citizens. As we delve into this topic, we'll travel back to the very beginning, to a time when the first seeds of language were sown. We'll trace the footsteps of our ancestors, explore the birth of spoken language, the advent of writing, and the blossoming of languages around the world. Let's journey back in time to the dawn of human communication. Picture a world before words, when our ancestors relied on primitive forms of communication. Let's journey back in time to an era when grunts, gestures, and symbols were the primary means of communication. Imagine a world devoid of the rich tapestry of languages we know today. In this world, early humans found ways to express their thoughts, needs, and emotions without the aid of words. The earliest known forms of human communication were likely a combination of sounds and gestures. A grunt or a growl could convey a sense of danger or a need for food. A pointed finger or a nod could indicate direction or agreement. These were rudimentary yet effective means of communication that our ancestors used to survive and thrive. In addition to sounds and gestures, early humans also relied on symbols to convey meaning. They etched intricate patterns onto cave walls, creating a visual language that told stories of epic hunts and mystical beings. These symbols, while abstract and rudimentary, were the beginnings of written language. Over time, these grunts evolved into more complex sounds that we now recognize as phonemes, the building blocks of spoken language. Gestures became more nuanced, transforming into a sophisticated system of nonverbal communication. Symbols became more detailed and specific, paving the way for the development of writing systems. This gradual evolution from grunts to gestures, from symbols to sounds, marked a significant milestone in human history. It was the dawn of a new era, an era of communication, of expression, of connection. It was the birth of language. Despite the vast differences in the languages we speak today, we can trace our linguistic roots back to these primitive forms of communication. From the grunts of our ancestors to the eloquent speeches of modern-day orators, the journey of language is a testament to the ingenuity and adaptability of the human species. From these humble beginnings, the seeds of language were sown. The power of language has shaped our world, and it continues to evolve, just as we do. It's not just a means of communication, it's a reflection of who we are and who we aspire to be. Imagine the moment when the first structured sounds, the precursors to spoken language, filled the air. The transition from primitive grunts and gestures to a system of sounds that could convey complex thoughts must have been a groundbreaking leap in human evolution. But how did this leap occur? Let's delve into some theories. The first theory we'll explore is the bow wow theory, which proposes that spoken language began as imitations of natural sounds. Humans, being the adaptable creatures that we are, might have started mimicking the sounds around them, gradually refining these sounds into structured language. Another theory, the yo-hi-ho theory, suggests that language could have originated from rhythmic sounds produced during collective physical labor. Picture early humans working together to hunt or build, coordinating their efforts through rhythmic grunts that over time evolved into language. And then there's the tata theory, which proposes that spoken language developed from the mouthed imitation of gestures. A wave of the hand, for instance, might have been accompanied by a corresponding sound, eventually leading to the association of that sound with the action. These theories all hinge on the idea of social interaction as a key driving force behind the advent of spoken language. As humans began living in larger groups, the need for effective communication grew. Spoken language allowed for more precise and complex exchanges, strengthening social bonds and facilitating cooperation. But it wasn't just social interaction that shaped the development of language. The human brain, with its remarkable capacity for learning and adaptation, played a crucial role. The evolution of specific regions in the brain, like Broca's and Wernicke's areas, enabled the processing and production of complex linguistic patterns. This neurological evolution, in tandem with social factors, paved the way for the advent of spoken language. With spoken language, humanity had a powerful new tool, but it was just the beginning. Spoken language set the stage for further linguistic evolution, leading to the rich tapestry of languages we see today. So next time you casually chat with a friend, remember the incredible journey language has taken to get here. The spoken word was ephemeral, but the invention of writing made communication permanent. This permanence of communication was a monumental leap in human history. It all began with pictographs, the earliest form of writing, where images represented objects or concepts. Imagine a cave wall adorned with pictures of animals, hunting scenes, and celestial bodies. It was more than mere art. It was a form of storytelling, a nascent attempt at recording history. In time, pictographs evolved into more complex forms. One such transformation was the cuneiform script, developed by the ancient Sumerians around 4,000 years ago. The Sumerians used reed styluses to inscribe wedge-shaped marks onto clay tablets, creating one of the world's first written languages. It was no longer just about recording what was seen. Now, they could capture abstract ideas, laws, and even poetry. Meanwhile, along the fertile banks of the Nile, another civilization was crafting its own system of writing. The ancient Egyptians developed hieroglyphs, a writing system that combined logographic, syllabic, and alphabetic elements. Their hieroglyphs adorned the walls of temples and tombs, narrating tales of their gods, pharaohs, and daily life. Yet, the true game changer in the world of writing was the creation of alphabets. An alphabet is a set of letters, each representing a phoneme or a distinct sound in the spoken language. This made writing more accessible, as one only needed to learn a limited set of symbols instead of thousands of pictographs. The Phoenician alphabet, for instance, was so effective that it influenced many modern alphabets, including the Greek and Latin ones we use today. The birth of writing was a pivotal moment in human evolution. It transformed communication from a fleeting exchange to a lasting record. It gave birth to literature, enabled the codification of laws, and facilitated the spread of knowledge across generations and geographies. This evolution of squiggles and symbols into sophisticated scripts is a testament to our inherent desire to express, to understand, and to be understood. Writing brought a revolution, enabling humans to record history, share knowledge, and build civilizations. From a handful of early tongues sprang thousands of languages we have today. It's a fascinating journey, this blossoming of languages, and it's as complex and diverse as the human experience itself. Imagine the earliest humans huddled in small groups, their world limited to the immediate surroundings. Each group, over time, developed its own unique way of communicating, a language that was shaped by their environment, their experiences, their needs. As these groups grew and spread, so did their languages, branching out like a mighty tree, each branch representing a new dialect, a new language. But how did this happen? Well, isolation played a key role. Groups of people, separated by mountains, rivers, or vast expanses of land, developed their languages in their own unique ways, with little or no influence from outside. Over time, these isolated languages evolved, became more complex, and ultimately distinct from each other. Migration, too, was a significant factor. As groups of people moved, they took their languages with them, introducing new words, new sounds, new ways of expressing ideas. They influenced the languages of the people they encountered and were influenced in return. This constant exchange, this blending and borrowing, fueled the evolution and diversification of languages. Cultural exchange as well played a part in this linguistic blossoming. Trade, conquest, and exploration brought different cultures into contact, and with this contact came the exchange of languages. Words were borrowed, sounds were adopted, and new ways of expressing ideas were embraced. And so, from a few early tongues, thousands of languages sprang forth, each unique, each a testament to the creativity and adaptability of the human spirit. Languages that were shaped by geography, by history, by culture, and by the human need to communicate, to express, to connect. Today, our planet is rich with over 7,000 languages, each with its own unique melody and rhythm, a symphony of human communication, a testament to our shared history and our diverse present. As we gaze into the future, how will languages continue to evolve? It's an intriguing question, isn't it? The answer lies at the intersection of globalization and technology, two powerful forces that are reshaping our world in unprecedented ways. Globalization is drawing different cultures closer together. This increased interaction is leading to the rise of lingua francas, languages used widely for communication between speakers of different mother tongues. English is currently the most prominent of these, but Spanish, Mandarin, and Arabic are also gaining ground. As the world becomes more interconnected, we may see more languages rise to this status. But what does this mean for the world's linguistic diversity? Well, it's a double-edged sword. On the one hand, lingua francas are incredibly useful, fostering communication and understanding across cultural boundaries. On the other hand, they can overshadow less widely spoken languages, putting them at risk of extinction. Today, there are approximately 7,000 languages in the world, but linguists warn that up to half of these could disappear by the end of the century. That's a sobering thought. And then there's technology. It's revolutionizing the way we communicate, from social media to machine translation. These tools are making it easier than ever to learn and use different languages. But they're also creating new forms of language, like the shorthand and emojis we use in text messages. Who knows, in a few decades, we might all be speaking in memes. But there's another side to the tech coin. Advances in artificial intelligence could lead to the development of universal translators, devices that instantly translate any language into any other. If that happens, will we still need to learn foreign languages, or will they become obsolete, relics of a bygone era? As we stand on the brink of this brave new world, one thing is certain: languages will continue to change, shaped by the ever-evolving human story. And as they do, they will keep revealing fascinating insights into our past, our present, and our future. In the future, languages will continue to change, shaped by the ever-evolving human story. Language, an invention of the human mind, has shaped our world in unimaginable ways. From grunts to gestures, spoken words to written scripts, we've journeyed through the evolution of language, witnessing its birth, blossoming, and the tantalizing possibilities of its future. Each language, each dialect, is a testament to our shared yet diverse human experience, a living, breathing entity that evolves with us, shaping and being shaped by our societies and cultures. The sheer number of languages across the globe, over 7,000, is a testament to our innate desire to express, communicate, and connect. Each language is a unique lens through which we view the world, shaping our thoughts and perceptions, influencing our decisions, and ultimately, our actions. Language is more than just a means to communicate. It's a vessel carrying our history, a canvas painting our culture, a thread weaving our collective identities. Indeed, language is not just a tool for communication, it's a mirror reflecting our history, culture, and identity.